you're buying any cards from TCG Player, please use the link in the description to help support my content. This video is sponsored by Pokemon Store, TCG Player, PokemonCard.io, and Card Market. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video today here at Table 1. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be playing with this really cool single price Dragapult deck. Has the attack Fusion Strike Assault, doing 30 damage for each of your Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. Obviously we're only playing Fusion Strike Pokemon, so we should always be doing 180 damage, and doing that for a single energy is actually pretty good, I would say. And we're going to be utilizing Genesect V's Fusion Strike system as a draw engine in this deck to make sure that we can draw a lot of cards each turn, as many to have as many cards in our hand as we have Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. So the more Fusion Strike Pokemon we have, the better. And we're also going to be playing with this Fusion Strike Hoopa V. Has the ability Two-Faced, where as long as this Pokemon is in play, it is Psychic and Dark type, allowing us to have weakness damage against the Urshifus, and also the Dark weak Pokemon such as Mew and Dragapult and whatnot. And we have the Shadow Impact attack to 170 damage, and you put 3 damage counters on one of your Pokemon. So mostly powering up Hoopa is not going to be super easy, but it is a Fusion Strike Pokemon, of course, and we are playing LSS Sparkle, so we can attach for turn, but we also have the ability to accelerate an energy through LSS Sparkle and be able to power up that way. We're going to be playing the Peony engine with Battle VIP Pass. It also nets us rare candies, nets us our Evolution Incense to be able to evolve, thins our hand for Genesect V, so overall pretty good card to have in general. And we have Quick Ball, Fog Crystal as well for consistency. We have Old Cemetery as well. You never know when you might want those extra damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon. We will be damaging our own Genesect if we end up attaching to it, which is not a bad idea. Having a metal type attacker is not bad at all right now. And we have 2 Ordinary Rod to recover the Dragapult pieces that we might lose along the way. We are playing Capture Energy, which is fairly okay to attach to Dragapult or anything else really, as Dragapult only needs a Psychic Energy, which we can cover with Fusion Strike or Aurora Energy. And with the flexibility of Aurora and Fusion Strike Energy, we can cover the attack costs of these 2 Pokemon easily, as well as the Aurora Energy's discard, helping us to draw extra cards with Genesect. With Genesect's Fusion Strike system ability. So straightforward deck. This is not going to be better than just a straight up Mew VMAX deck, but single price attackers are always appealing, and so I figured why not give this deck a chance. Let's jump into a game. Alright, so here is our first match of the day. Let's see if we can get this going. Our opponent will be flipping the coin. We'll see what happens here. Alright, we do end up winning the coin flip, which is very nice. Obviously what we want to see. And we start with a Battle VIP Pass in our hand, which is pretty fantastic. Not the best hand overall with the 2 rare candy stuck there, but a good Genesect draw could actually net us a turn to Dragapult attacking, so that's actually decent enough. And technically I could get up to 3 Genesects. I feel like 2 Genesects plus 2 Dreepy is what we should be aiming for. My opponent might just be AFK though, because he's taking so long to play down cards. So he might just be away from the keyboard, unfortunately. I mean, over a minute to flip a coin and choose your Pokemon and whatnot. We'll send a hello. Wish we could send him like a beep or a tingle or something so that he would wake up. Come back to the computer. Alright. So let's do this. Scrap the old Genesect, I think that's ideal. Seeing this Basculin means we are up against Intillion VMAX. So that's going to be a little troublesome, and that also means Hoopa is not quite important. Attacking with Genesect could end up being important at some point, so we're going to do that, we're going to do that, and then we get to draw 0 cards. actually. I thought I would be able to draw a card right there, but I don't have 5 Pokemon, I have 4. So with the Aurora, I am guaranteed to draw, or to be able to draw a few cards. Well, like I said, no actions for my opponent. Oh, there it is. Okay, so... I mean, I don't know why it's taking so long, but hey, we'll take it. If this is a Rapid Strike Inteleon VMAX deck, it makes no sense to be playing the non-Rapid Strike Sobble, because the Rapid Strike Sobble could actually search for Inteleons and whatnot. So already we're seeing a very suboptimal list, I would say. Very, very suboptimal. Okay, just get an attachment, Sobble and pass, so really bad start for my opponent. The Peony is very unfortunate here as a top deck. It's really, really unfortunate. Fusion Strike system. I mean, sure, get rid of one Rare Candy. I'll bench another Genesect, so I get 3 cards now. And more Peony. Along with a Dracloak, so that's not terrible. So, I mean, I guess I should just accept that I'm gonna lose the Rare Candy, right? I lost 3 Rare Candies in the process of evolving 1 Dragapult, but at this point, I'm so far ahead. I'm so far ahead from my opponent, who has done basically nothing. We know their hand is not great, and they can't even Rapid Strike search for other Pokemon. That, I think it's worth it. We have no Rare Candies left, but that's alright. And let's go for the Fusion Strike Assault for 180 damage. So not too bad at all. Yeah, not too bad at all. Turn to 180, there's a Rare Candy for a future Dragapult if we need to. Here it's gonna be just better to evolve these 2 guys straight up. But yeah, I feel like we're too far ahead here for my opponent to even make a comeback. And yeah, he just goes for the pound, so I don't know what game my opponent was trying to do, but hey, we'll take this free win. Alright, we are going into game 2, where we get to go first once again, and we have a pretty playable hand. Oh, you know what? I might have not added Switch to the deck. Did I not add switching cards to the deck? I might have not added switching cards to the deck. Therefore, having this Genesect in the active. Wow. Okay, so yeah, this was completely untested before the video. That might be a problem. Alright, I guess I'll check. I generally don't remember. There's Treepy. No, I do not have any sort of switching cards in the deck. So that's definitely a problem right here. American Quick Ball, the boss for another Genesect. And then I'm just gonna Quick Ball the Ordinary Rod for a Treepy. Yeah, 2 Treepies, 2 Genesect seems overall decent. And then I'm just gonna fail the instance. I have more instances and I really want to draw extra cards right here. And I can absolutely bench the Hoopa. Seems like I'm up against Inteleon VMAX yet again. And I really wanted an energy, so that next turn I go to Lesser Sparkle and then attach and actually start doing damage, or potential retreat, but that doesn't seem like it'll be possible. Not the end of the world, but what the heck? I have no idea what's going on now. What? I haven't, like, if there's a Rapid Strike Starmie that's worth it, I certainly have not seen it. What? Okay, well, this is absolutely not Inteleon VMAX. This is absolutely not Inteleon VMAX, okay. Yeah, I have no clue what's happening right here. Absolutely no clue. If only I had been able to attach energy to a Genesect. So with the lesser Sparkle, I could actually attack next turn. If I manage to find a rare candy off of a Fusion Strike system. So I could play down this, do this, and then draw 2 cards. If I get rare candy, then I can. If I choose to Peony, then I'm not attacking this turn either. And I have no way to guarantee energy. So I definitely think LS Sparkle into a potential knockout on the Crobat seems like the way to go. Alright. So we'll go for the LS Sparkle. I really don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna draw. This is fine. So we'll do this, and then I'll evolve both Trackloaks, and then I'll use Fusion Strike system. I really need energy. Really need energy right here. Okay, I do get energy. Fantastic. So I can do this. And get rid of this Dragapult, and I can quick wall the Peony. Another 3P. And I do have another Ordinary Rod to put back discarded pieces and whatnot. And now I get to draw 5 extra cards, which is fantastic. I'm not attacking this turn either, but it's not the end of the world. And we'll go ahead and pass. Alright, now we're getting somewhere, I would say. I go capture to the active, I get to evolve into Dragapult, I knock out the Crobat, I take whatever Starmie wants to do, and then we'll see. Yeah, but it would have been really nice to be ahead 2 prizes already. And there's the Starmie, Rapid Strike Starmie, discarding the amount of water energy from this Pokemon, then for each energy card you discard in this way, choose one of your opponent's Pokemon and do 30 damage to it. So I'm guessing there's Frostmoth as well in this. Otherwise, like, how do you attach a lot of energy? 30 per water doesn't seem that great overall, if you ask me. Might be a better choice next turn to go boss, knock out the Starmie, or just knock out the Snom, honestly. Just knocking out the Snom and preventing any possibilities of attaching a lot of energy to Snipe, I think it's worth it. One thing that I'm hopeful here is that since there is Snipe deck, why would you play boss, right? There's no reason to play boss in this deck, I hope. Then that means after I retreat, then I can just swarm Dragapults. Alright, now there's 2 Starmie, so yeah, I think just knocking out Snom seems like the way to go here. I think that's the best course of action for us right now. Target down Snom, disregard the Crobat, unless they bench another Snom. Then there's merit to just taking the 2 prize cards here. But they go for the Gossifleur. Yeah, 1 energy per turn, I'm really not scared about that. They split the energies. We get back a water. And we see the pass. Okay. Very nice and very lucky rare candy top deck. Maybe I just knock out Crobat and then next turn knock out Frostmoth, because realistically, like, how many energies could they actually attach next turn to the point where, like, it's actually threatening? And if they attach energies with the old cemetery, they're actually gonna get heavily punished for that. So let's fail that as well. Probably should have quick bolt that away instead of just burning it that way. Another Dragapult, that's pretty nice, and energies are pretty good, so I'm not gonna... I could have quick bolt away Capture or quick bolt away Peony. I think sticking to this is fine. And I'll retreat next turn, I'll attack with Dragapult, and we're gonna be on our way to a very solid win against whatever that deck is trying to do. Or we're gonna get our need out of the boss. Not terrible at all. Into another boss, pretty lucky. Yeah, old cemetery. Yeah, they really, like, they can't afford to power up. Well, they can to a certain point, right? After that, they're just gonna knock themselves out, so I'm not even threatened a lot by their damage output. Okay, there's another Starmie. They quick bowled away Research. So their hand, like the last card in their hand, has to be either Marnie or Research. No other option. No other option really. There's the attachment, there's the damage. And we're gonna see attach a 1 energy card from your hand to this Pokemon. Okay. Or spinning attack for 10. Like, there's no way you're gonna win a match by doing this, right? Okay, so let's attach the Dragapult. Let's evolve into our third Dragapult. And honestly, like, there's not even a Frostmoth yet, so I'm not even gonna bother playing the boss. I'm just gonna systematically attack, and that's that, because I'm really not threatened by anything. I'll discard you, and I'll discard the Aurora. I'll keep the Fusion Strike energy available, and Fusion Strike Assaults. Goodbye, Staryu. And I think it's only a matter of time before we end up winning here. 3 turns away. 3 clicks away from winning. Like, the only way my opponent wins here is if they go somehow power up, knockout Genesect, knockout Hoopa, knockout Genesect in back-to-back turns, because I win in 3 turns as well. And if that's generally a threat or something that could actually happen to me, I can very easily go boss, knock out the Frostmoth, and that 100% guarantees that I don't get knocked out in the next turn, unless they somehow attached so many energies to their Starmie, which I can just boss the Starmie, and then it's over. So now that they didn't Marnie away my boss's orders, I don't think there's any way for them to win at this point in time. I really don't. And with my Stadium, like, if they want to do any sort of significant damage, then they're just gonna kill themselves. KO themselves, rather. So I think we're good. I think we are good to go. Like, it's a nice idea, but it's 3 stage 1 lines. That's never gonna be good. Not in this super fast-paced metagame. And not when your main attacker needs, like, 10 energy to do any significant damage. I mean, that is a knockout on the Genesect, though. That right there is a knockout on the Genesect. So let's not get greedy, right? Let's not get cocky, let's not get greedy. Let's just go boss, knockout Frostmoth. Let's, like, my opponent will take 2 prize cards, sure, but I'm not gonna risk it. Knocking out the Frostmoth means I can only attach 1 energy next turn, and I take another prize card, and then I just need 1 more prize card to win the game. So the issue could be if they boss the Hoopa. So my energy attachment will actually go towards the Hoopa. Right? If they're trying to win, they knock out the Genesect this turn. They need to go KO Genesect, KO Hoopa, KO Genesect. They can never KO Hoopa as long as I have that Stadium in play. They're actually deciding who to attack. Yeah, they go after the Genesect. I guess you could go KO, 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 but then you still need to replenish more energies in order to recover. So actually, my energy attachment will go to the Hoopa. Purely in the idea that if I get stuck in the active, then that could be a little problematic, right? I'm not even gonna bench you, I'm just gonna attack. I don't need to bench anything else. And if my opponent goes boss, then I just go Marnie, attach, retreat. Marnie, attach, and retreat. Well, attach if I find an energy, right? Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do play 10, so there's 4 left. No basic energies for me to recover. Not bad at all. Not a big deal. Okay. There's the research. There's the Eldegoss. And they do decide to attack. But with no Frostmoth, like, I don't understand what the plan is here. You know, like, what is the actual plan to try to win the game? That's what I think not a lot of people focus on. Like, yes, the game's not over, right? That is true. And yes, they can still click on cards. But, like, why are you still clicking on cards? Is it fun to do 90 damage there? The game's literally over, right? Literally and generally over. There's no way around it. All right. And I guess I can draw a card. No energy, not the biggest of deals. Get the knockout, and then. So, like I said, the only thing that my opponent could do is go boss to stall out something. They boss the Dragapult, that has retreat. Actually, I hadn't even noticed, so that doesn't matter. If they go boss here or boss here, they're hoping that I don't find an energy to retreat, and then. What I can do is play the instance then peony away my whole hand, thin 2 cards that I can play them, then use Genesec's ability to draw cards, and that should get me an energy to retreat most of the time. Especially if I have 2 Genesecs down, which I do have a Genesec still in the deck, I believe. Or if I don't, I can Ordinary Rod back a Genesec and then get it back, which I think would be worth it. Even though I make my deck 1 card thicker, I'm also giving myself the chance to draw even more cards with Genesec and only needing 1 energy to attack or to retreat. It doesn't seem like that's even what's going to happen. My opponent still somehow with the illusion that the game's not over. Now they've played Marnie, so surely at this point you need to recognize that your opponent just clicks the attack and they win, right? Surely you have to recognize it. There we go. All right. So that was a very long game. Let's try another game with Dragapult. All right. We're up against Pokedad GX. Let's see. Okay, so we get to call the coin flip. And we do end up winning the coin flip, so hopefully we get a decent start. And we do start Dreepy, so that's good. That is very good to prevent what happened last time. Definitely, I'll try to remember that I would change that. Right. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Ordinary Rod. Get back another Dreepy. Or get out another Dreepy. I did prize an energy and an Alessa, so that's something to keep in mind for next turn. And then we'll use Fusion Strike System. Okay, yeah, as I was gonna mention, I'm playing Fog Crystals. I should probably be playing at least 1, if not 2, Psychic Energies in order to be able to search for energy attachments, such as in this situation. Now I somehow have 3 rare candies in my hand. So I'm very likely not going to be able to attack with Dreepy next turn, or with Dragapult rather, unless I top deck a Dragapult or an Incense, which is not completely out of the question, right? Okay, so this is a Weezing deck. That is a little scary. However, I mean, okay, so no abilities for Genesect right here. That sucks. Not quite. With 3-word candies, I am never going to evolve the Dreepy. Next turn, I have 1-word candy left. I had 4 instances. Why couldn't I find just 1 instance? Would have been fine. You know, just 1. I would have been happy with just 1. And on top of that, I have to Marnie. Okay, I do find an energy. However, does doing 10 damage even matter? Because if I attach it and it gets removed, then I peony, but then, yeah, I'm just not gonna play it. Because if I attach it and it gets hammered or Fan of Waves away, then I'm not attacking next turn, and that would be a very big problem. Not happy about having to discard the boss with peony next turn, but oh well. Gosh, those 3 rare candies really sucks. So I'm definitely not super scared of back-to-back Weezings since I 1-KO it. I am getting Marnied, however. That sucks. I mean, I do have peonies, right? So hopefully we can recover from this. We'll see. There's the Marnie. 1 Dragapult is basically game over. The question is, can we get there? Not with that hand. Not with that hand, we can't. Spooky shot, okay. Oh, come on. 3-word candies into a dead hand Marnie. Alright, there we go. There we go. Nice top deck. And Incense plus Candy. We get our attack off. We're no longer poisoned. Evan has a 3-card hand. We do take a prize, which is great news. I have 1 card in hand, Pizzy Joe. Why would you make me click on the 1 card in hand? Right, and now I have abilities this upcoming turn, unless my opponent evolves into a Weezing. If they do, hopefully don't poison me. If they do, then I still get a knockout. So we'll see. Now I'll accept the Marnie. I will be very happy to accept a Marnie tribute right now. I will very happily. There's the drizzle. They didn't promote the coughing, which is good. Which is really good news. Until then, okay. So maybe they just knew they were going to scoop up net, no matter what. I don't know. Like, they had this anyways. I don't know. Quick ball, a boss. For Sableye. Ooh, are they going to use Raihan? I mean, if they use Raihan, they do get a knockout, but I'll have Gemsex's ability, which is very good. And I don't even need another Fusion Strike Pokemon because of the 2 damage counters they just dealt themselves. They have 150 HP left. So that is a super dead Sable IV, if I've ever seen one. They did do a lot of damage though. But yeah, we need energy and Dragapult. That is not a good top deck. Those are not very good cards. Well, they're okay, I guess. So I'll do that. I'll burn this, and then I'm not gonna use the rare candy. Just go ahead and grab this, because then I need another Dragapult. If I get another one, great, but if I drew, in order to get an extra card, I will also need an extra card to be able to attack, so. Did not get energy, which is fine, I guess, because I did get that. And my opponent says, well played. We'll go ahead and attach here, and there we go. So the deck sort of works. Drawing 3 rare candies at once, not super, shouldn't be common, right? Unless your name is Tailwind, shouldn't be common. So it's an okay deck. It's definitely not better than your VMAX. But if you set up quickly enough, like dealing with back-to-back Dragapults isn't easy, right? They're a high HP single price Pokemon, and they do deal a lot of damage. So in a world where you can chain Dragapults back to back, then in a VMAX meta you could be trading 2 for 3 very effectively, which is never a bad thing. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.